मैम मेरा कैट अच्छा नहीं गया है एंड सीमेट मैं अभी दे के आया हूँ, तो should I apply for the colleges now or I should wait for my results to come out?
कैट दे दिया है.
अच्छा कैट तो छोड़ दो, भूल जाओ. तो मैं
CMAT you have already given, so result is anyway not in your hand. Whatever it is going to come is going to come. I think it's a good strategy to apply right away. One of the key reasons for that is आपको at SIES we are not having a cutoff for the entrance exam. What we are having is a weightage for the entrance exam का score, but we are not having a cutoff. And उसका main reason ये है कि I looked at how industry is recruiting. So when industry is coming to me, what they are saying is we want to look at overall academics, how the student is academically, because उससे एक rigor पता चलता है, willingness to work hard, initiative, ये सब पता चलता है. The next thing what they are looking at is has the person done anything good, to learn some new skills, hands-on कुछ है क्या, and overall what is the domain knowledge of the student, जो भी वो ले रहा है, whether it is pharma, marketing, etc. कोई भी मुझे ये नहीं पूछ रहा है कि स्टूडेंट का कैट में कट ऑफ क्या था. And today trends are changing. See, if you look at large companies, apart from going to big campuses, they themselves have also started a lot of independent initiatives where they are calling students from a lot of campuses and doing open placement. What does this mean? So the writing is on the wall, the trends are changing, and when I have a cohort of 120 for PG, 60 for pharma and 30 for biotech, it's about 210 seats. So I'm interested in picking the best holistically. So I don't have to have a cutoff. So आपका CMAT आपने दे दिया है, तो you should immediately apply, fill the form nicely and start preparing for your GDPI. I will say even if you are going to give your CET in the month of April, आपको भी तुरंत apply कर लेना चाहिए, because number one, we are doing our face-to-face GDPI only, and the first round of GDPI is happening on 16th of March in in SIES at the Navi Mumbai campus, and then we have multiple locations outside of Maharashtra where we are doing it, like we are doing it in Nagpur, we are doing it in Delhi, Indore, etc. So I think by the time you apply and get ready, CMAT के भी results तब तक आ ही जाएंगे. And I always tell the student, apply karo, update the score, and then if you have the offer, keep the offer in hand and then you choose. Because that will give you the right to choose. Nobody can force you to join any college, but keep the choice in your hand. So please do apply is my recommendation.
Because my next question, you already answered that question, is that I want to apply now, but I don't have the score in hand. I have to update the score later. Then I need to buy the form again.
No.
How it will work?
So there is a single application form, and you can fill everything and submit. And the application forms allows you to log in and update your entrance score in the same form. So आपको बार-बार form के पैसे नहीं देने हैं. And just one application form, you can apply for all the 3 programs that we offer, which is PGDM Pharma Management, PGDM Biotechnology Management, and you can come back and update the score. Acha, one more thing I want to tell you. See, because the weightage is given separately for the entrance exam, we don't reveal your entrance percentile to the person who is taking your interview. They are reviewing you from your application point of view. So there is no bias. So whatever be your percentile, whether it is 70 or whether it is 90, interviewer is looking at you as a fresh candidate with whatever you have written in the application form on the basis of your ACADS, your work ex, how you are representing yourself in the interview. So that is also something you should know. And I think that will help you. So आपको बार-बार apply करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है.
Correct. And ma'am, as per the ACT norm, the weightage for the CAT, CMAT, CET score is hardly 30-40%.
Yeah.
Depending on college to college.
Yeah. It can go up to 60, but for us it is 35%.
35%, 1/3.
Yeah.
So if you're getting 90 percentile or 70 percentile, does not make much of a difference. 6 marks का gap है.
बिल्कुल. I mean, you're the best judge of that. कि percentile देखिए, but you look at the overall marks. तो जब आप weightage देंगे उसको तो और भी कम हो जाएगा. So 70% और 60% अभी भी आपके हाथ में है. ACADS 10th 12th graduation जो है उसके लिए we have about 15% weightage. So that still gives you 40% extra curriculars, आपका personality, आपने कुछ एक्स्ट्रा कोर्सेज किए रहेंगे, एंड ऑल्सो यू नो हाउ यू कम अक्रॉस इन योर GD and PI. तो आई थिंक गेम बिल्कुल आपके हाथ में है, यू शुड नॉट बी रिजेक्टेड. एंड कोई भी एग्जाम टफ गया है तो सबके लिए टफ गया है, और इजी गया है तो सबके लिए इजी गया है. सो वी आर ऑल इन द सेम बोट.
Correct. And especially if we talk about SIS, I've seen the different type of students as well.
Yeah.
Like I stay here only, so whenever I'm nearby, कोई दिख जाता है. I've seen people. I've met students from 72 percentile to 98 as well.
Yes.
Who are here, and when they get the job, so they are.
Yeah. So I think I want to say something about the SIS bunch of students. One thing I find that they are very grounded. That's a feedback that I keep getting from a lot of industry people who come here to recruit. It's also not a factory kind of a setup. There is a good sized cohort that we are running, and students are grounded in their expectations from industry and how they conduct themselves. All this also matters a lot, you know, when you're going to today's workplace, and more you hear about Gen Z. I think we are lucky to have got a good bunch of Gen Zs studying here at SIES.
Great. Now, what I always liked about SIS from day one was the ROI part.
Yeah, correct.
So, what do you like to say about that?
So yes, and more than ever, I think today people are talking about ROI, and with the markets also being tight, ROI is becoming very, very important. So I think the best part of SIES is we have remained an education trust which values, you know, the act of educating people. So it's not about charging high fees. It's about genuinely spreading education to students. So our fees, I think, are probably among the lowest in the PGDM
Yes.
category. Our fees is 10 lakhs. And across programs, my average package is about 9 lakhs. And for my pharma and biotech, the fees is only 8 lakhs. So while it, you know, it might increase a little bit here and there, but this is what it is today, and the average is around 9. So I think in a situation where everybody is saying MBA, will it be relevant today? I've seen a lot of videos on that. I think it will remain relevant as long as it is, you know, making sense even to the ROI. If I'm going to work in the pharma sector, or if I'm going to work in the marketing and finance sector after doing my PGDM, and if you look at generally the average packages of reasonably good institutions, what you find is the average range is between 9 to 12. There are of course others which are at a very different league. That's very different.
SPJ and NAMS, we're not talking about.
Yeah, I'm not talking about them. So I'm talking about
the colleges in this range.
Yes, you know, I like to call it, this is the Bharat, which is an India which can say, I want to go to a bank and I can afford to take a 10 lakh loan because I know at least after 2 years I will get a package of as on today it is 9. I'm sure in 2 years that will also increase. Number one. Number two is the stress that the young people go through, because if you're paying a very large fees, all your focus is going to be on how am I going to recover this, how am I going to recover this. I don't think that a B school should become that kind of a pressure cooker for students. So while I'm not against institutions charging or whatever, but are we doing justice? So I think our ROI makes the ecosystem suitable for students to stay focused on what they have come here to do.
Correct,
yeah.
Correct. Because the colleges we're talking about, I don't know name the colleges. Fees is almost double. मतलब 24 लाख का फीस 11 लाख का पैकेज 18 लाख की फीस 9 लाख का पैकेज
so it becomes like a pressure for the students. Right. And the focus here at SIES is largely on because like I said, we have about 210 students full time. There I want to talk about this. So this is like a mentorship program that we have. Now in this mentorship program, there is one faculty and one industry person for every student. And there is an entire journey, because जो भी student आता है जरूरी नहीं है, ठीक है, he wants to get a placement and all of that, but उसका there are some aspirations, उसको कुछ अलग भी करना होता है, and the pressure is get into this specialization or that specialization because वहाँ पे package high है etc. So the good thing here is आप स्पेशलाइजेशन कोई भी लो, एवरेजेस आर इक्वली गुड. और ये मेंटोरिंग प्रोसेस से स्टूडेंट्स को थोड़ा डायरेक्शन भी मिलता है. अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स दे आर रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम सम थिंग्स बिकॉज उनको थोड़ा आइडिया ही नहीं रहता है व्हाट टू एक्सपेक्ट. So because we have a reasonably sized cohort, we are able to do that and do proper justice. We are able to spend time for the student. I think that is very precious in today's economy. Time.
Correct. Ma'am, what is our batch size? Which are the program we are offering, and any good thing which is happening here? Apart from obviously this is a beautiful thing. I'll check it out later on.
Yeah. So PGDM, our intake is 120, and the fees is 10 lakhs. PGDM Pharma Management and PGDM Biotechnology Management intake is 60 and 30, and the fees there is 8 lakhs. The good things I'll tell you as far as all the programs are concerned. Recently, we have also tied up with Harvard Business Publishing. They go through Harvard Manage Mentor. So apart from whatever they are learning here, there are certain online programs which they can do throughout the year in areas of their interest. So a lot of times I find that students who are taking finance, उनको भी marketing के कुछ subjects में interest है. So why to compromise on that? And we all know everybody has to know how to connect with people. Even if you're HR, you want to learn negotiation, sales and negotiation. So we said, let us identify those courses and let students do this. So that's one advantage that we have given them. The other thing apart from this management is I'm trying to or rather we are trying to put together simulations in learning across specializations. For example, those who are taking up finance, we are going to be working with a company called academic collaboration with a company called Stock Grow. So they have a completely simulated market which is there on the mobile. So one great thing of that is you actually use a leatherboard to learn those things, and then you go back and say, how can I understand the fundamentals better so that I can make more money? So gamification wherever possible. We have done it for finance students. We are going to do it for marketing and HR students as well. So real time wherever hands on sikha sakte hain, that is something that we are increasing in terms of touch with industry. Pharma ke liye there is a part where the students go out and actually meet the doctors. They are talking about certain molecules which, let us say, a company is wanting to introduce, and understand really from ground level up how this whole system works. So very interesting. Many people don't know this, but biotechnology students, biotechnology, engineering, chemistry, biotechnology, whatever be your combination, many of them feel abhi kya career opportunities mein kya hai, researcher, but usme limitations hain. PGDM biotechnology, once you take, there are a lot of consulting opportunities that they get with several organizations. And you need a mindset of that biotechnology person who is academically oriented, who's research oriented. And there are so many options in terms of career opportunities available for biotech. Because I heard that, some people were saying biotech ke baad theek hai, kuch nahi hai. Bahut kuch hai.
Correct.
And especially after COVID, to bahut kuch hai. So
IT companies are
absolutely pharma sector and biotech, yeah. And Ravneet, for me it was like a revelation that pharma was started over here in 95-96 के time पे, जब pharma healthcare किसी ने नहीं start किया था, and specialized PGDM program, तब everybody was into normal PGDM.
Correct.
I think that takes some sort of commitment to a sector, and it has paid off. So if you look at any pharma sector ka, top 10 percentile of people in the industry, many of them are from SIES, many of them. And that has yielded good results because they are the ones who come back to my classroom.
Correct. And the program is headed by the ma'am. I'm sorry for
Chitra ma'am.
Chitra ma'am. And if you talk to her, you feel like I'm talking to mom.
Yes. Correct. If you talk to Chitra ma'am, I think even I will want to do pharma management. She's so passionate about it.
Correct.
And not just passionate about it, she's so connected about what needs to, get into the program. She's so well connected. We just have one meeting and say, I think we should go and meet the IDMA or OPPI people, and we should try and do something else in this. And bingo, day 3, day 4, we have a partnership in place, and we are already working on it. So she understands the world of work dynamics really well. So I think great faculty on campus. So we also have, Dr. Nitin Mazirani. Now he's from the HR side, and he has used technique of PRISM for all our students. So there we come to know not only what type of thinking patterns you have, even personal qualities. What is your mental toughness? Are you a data oriented person? Are you a what is your orientation? And that is what we use to actually guide the students on what specialization they are probably suited for. So I think a lot of this is possible, because of the kind of committed faculty that are there over here, and a lot of good industry connections which have been going on for years together now.
Great. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you, Ravni. It was a pleasure as always.